There's a lot more space to explore, and a lot more to learn when we do. So I believe it's important to ramp up on our capabilities to reach, to operate at, a series of increasingly demanding targets. In 2010, President Barack Obama addressed his desires to explore the wonders of space. But frankly, with the current ways of government funding, we as a nation are incapable of reaching new goals and targets when it comes to space exploration. We, the affirmative, believe that the dependency of the government spending is not what we should rely on when it comes to space exploration, rather a greater reliance on private enterprise, while the negative believes that the government funding should reside. Resolve that the United States federal government should substantially increase space exploration through the support of private enterprise for space travel. We, the affirmative, propose a plan that will not only keep the U.S. government involved with space programs, but increase jobs and save money. Our plan is to increase the support of private enterprises for space exploration. Through this, however, the U.S. government will be allowed to oversee all private enterprise plans and missions that will be funded through companies in private sectors. Virgin Galactic, SpaceX, Boeing, Sierra Nevada Corp, Blue Origin, all several private companies we currently have in the United States. 4 out of the 5 of those companies have or are currently working with NASA. However, SpaceX.com states a handful of the private companies will begin sending astronauts by 2015 or sooner, while NASA's new carrying rocket will have its first test flight in 2017, the earliest. For now, NASA is depending on these private companies for space exploration and even gives money towards their projects. So why not increase space exploration through these private enterprises? Our plan will allow the government and NASA to still be involved with space exploration, but will not have total control. They will be able to see all plans of space exploration and act as a helping hand for private companies by expressing their opinions and help organize missions. Through our plan of increasing space exploration through private enterprise, there would be a drive in capitalism. The Cato Institute, a privately held company by revenue of the United States, declares, if in the 1970s NASA had begun to turn over space activities to the private sector, space stations and moon bases might actually be a reality today. Based on this information, a little friendly competition in the country between multiple private enterprises would benefit space exploration. Similar to the space race, this competition would be in the country and would create excitement for private enterprises to strive towards being the greatest. Due to the desire to be the best, private sectors would experiment ideas and be more inventive. And to top it all off, the public money coming from the private companies would be limitless, giving the private companies lots of range to create and pursue goals, unlike the ways things are currently through private government spending of NASA. Along with the drive in capitalism, our plan is desirable because it will save trillions of dollars worth of federal money. NASA's current budget is roughly around an astronomical $18 trillion, money that could go towards helping our nation's drowning debt. Our plan to substantially increase private enterprise is a win-win situation for our nation. Space exploration will still be active through the private sectors. The trillions of dollars that was once for NASA will now be going towards paying our national debt. And additionally, the government can still decide to help fund private sectors if desired. Private sectors will not only help save governmental money and cut down our nation's debt, but will also create thousands of jobs for Americans. Overall, the dependency of the private enterprise through our plan will increase jobs and help reduce the nation's debt. You can get into space faster, better, more effectively, more creatively, if you decentralize it, got out of Washington, and cut out the bureaucracy. It's not about getting rid of a space program, it's about getting a real space program that works. As former Speaker Newt Gingrich addressed during a 2011 presidential debate, NASA is the administrative policy-making group that is limiting America's full potential for advancing space exploration. With government's responsibility to fully fund space exploration, it leaves in question during tough economic and budget times whether we will have any space exploration at all. Unlike in private enterprises, where companies have to be fiscally responsible when reporting to their shareholders, whether private or public. This is why we, the affirmative, believe that having space exploration substantially increased by private enterprise will lower the dependency on governmental funds, create a rise in capitalism, and also save federal money and create jobs. The current ways of space exploration through governmentally funding is damaging our nation, and our plan helps restore it. Private enterprise is what our country needs to build a successful space program. So be wise, vote private enterprise. Thank you.